Continuing the marital discord, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, is as uncomfortably entertaining as ever. During its 7th season, the promising paramours have done few favors for their relationships as they process differing realities and verbalize their missteps. The cast's cringeworthy attempts to self-justify and break ice have been as ill-considered as they've been difficult to watch. From making an introductory sex joke to a partner's grandparents to chalking up blatant flirting to medical awareness, the eye-rolling efforts to sidestep responsibility and conversational lulls accentuate the universal denial the franchise is built on. They stay out all night. It's not the kind of people you want to hang around with. Jovi. Taking issue with Yara's blossoming social life, Jovi guilt trips her over her desire to punch out of mom mode for a while and spend some time with her friends. Essentially using baby Mila as a prop, Jovi grants Yara her night out, but not before a swelling of tears. His warning isn't so much coming from a place of concern as it is jealousy. Jovi's pre-Mila persona was defined by partying, with the NOLA resident rarely seen without a beer in his hand or the perfume of his favorite exotic dancer on his person. Once parenthood shifted their dynamic, Yara moved the couple to the country and Jovi lost his neon nights. Raising Mila through COVID and 2 years of Jovis absences, Yara has more than earned the right to unwind as Partyboy plays dad for a night. We've been making love, Big Ed. Driving 16 hours to see Liz Wood's grandparents, Richard and Lavina, Ed Brown had plenty of time to stew on how he would approach their hesitations over his engagement to their granddaughter. Having already met them at their 50th wedding anniversary after one of their Ed-Liz 8 breakups, the pilgrimage was to serve as an assuaging of uncertainties. Instead of being respectably assuring, Ed chose to enlighten Liz's grandparents on his sex life with their granddaughter when asked what they'd been up to. Met with deafening silence, Big Ed's reliably cringy approach was the last thing Liz's grandparents and viewers wanted to hear from a man old enough to be a grandpa himself. I started duetting with him because he's trying to get a kidney, Angela. Continuing with, I really care about Billy's health, Angela wasn't fooling anyone when questioned by her daughter Skyla over her intentions with the Billy Soteropoulos. As the story goes, she commissioned the former stripper dancer for a painting for her husband, Michael, and was touched by his story. Controlling Michael's online presence, Angela fails to see the double standard in her being upset over him reactivating his Instagram for financial reasons while she brazenly flirts with Billy on TikTok. As Angela FaceTimes the Canadian Casanova from a park bench, opening with, "There's that sexy baby," and cackling over being called Angel, her relationship with Billy seems less about fundraising and more about her having the vapors. I was ready to ban you from my house, Shaeeda. In a disastrous attempt at burying the hatchet, Bilal and Shaeeda met Bilal's ex-wife, Shahida, for coffee and recompense. With Shaeeda looking for an apology over Shahida's insistency over a prenup, and Shahida coming in under the notion that she'd done nothing wrong, the wives' hotsies butted heads immediately and left an exasperated Bilal in search of divine intervention. Prompting Shahida to get East Diego, real quick and storm away, Shaeeda informed her that she was going to ban her from her home after their initial conversation months prior. As Shaeeda had yet to marry Bilal, and with Shahida's children still living in the home she once shared with Bilal, Shaeeda's posturing was laughable at best. I am the first wife. I get all the love. I get all the good stuff, Kim. Kim Menzies has been blinded by Usman's star since the moment she saw him on TV. Despite Usman having already married an aging American woman he had nothing in common with before the 90 days, Menzies willingly recast herself in baby girl Lisa Hamas' doomed role. Unable to conceive, just as her predecessor, Menzies agreed to allow Usman to have a second wife to bear his children. Informing her friends before her second trip to Nigeria that only her hand mattered, Kim's ignorance was alarming. She was never going to willingly share her soja, and as Usman later hinted that he'd be open to finding a fertile wife in the U.S., and Kim shockingly erupted, her delusions were no longer sympathetic. At a house party, Charlie would not be an issue. Libby's mom. While all the Pothest siblings have villainous tendencies, Charlie is clearly the worst. He's rude, he refuses to take responsibility for his actions, and nearly every argument with his brother-in-law, Andre Castravet, was self-instigated. When Charlie and Andre got into a brawl in Chuck Pothest's poolroom during a peace-offering barbecue, Charlie's actions fractured the family to the point of excommunication. Pamela thinking Charlie wouldn't cause a scene at Libby Andre's housewarming party is especially outrageous considering he not only interrupted their wedding, but the house they built was purchased through the family business Charlie was pushed away from in lieu of Andre. Not even on my deathbed would I say you can marry her, Sadhna. Sadhna Singh is one of 90 Days' most irredeemable characters. She's continuously mean-spirited and has gone out of her way to make her son Sumit's now wife, Jenny Slatin, feel like scum from the second she met her. Shocking viewers with character growth, Sadhna and husband Anil ended the last season of The Other Way by saying they wouldn't interfere with Sumit and Jenny's marriage, calling her a good-hearted person and admitting they loved her so much. After finding out they'd actually wed, Sadhna swiftly denied her approval. Then asking for easily accessible proof, Sadhna uninvited Sumit from his own family, undoing the only nice thing she's done on the show. I gotta go potty. I gotta go pee-pee. Big Ed Brown is 56 years old. Meeting Liz's lifelong friend, Barry, for the first time over lunch, Ed's allure was on full display. After being grilled by Barry on why relationship attempt 9 would warrant an engagement after 8 breakups, Ed chose to gather himself in the bathroom. Instead of excusing himself like a normal person, Ed informed Barry, an ex-Marine, that he was going pee-pee. As Liz was the first girl welcomed into Barry's childhood home, his love for her is complex and deeply rooted. Watching him interact with a man old enough to be her father talking like a diaper fetishist was positively painful. When did I drink too much and try to fight people? Charlie. The last time viewers saw Charlie Pothest, he was in an explosive, alcohol-induced brawl with Andre at his father Chuck's house. Leaving Chuck in tears, the scrap would result in Charlie being cut off by everyone but his mother, Pamela, who chose to attribute everyone's behavior, not just Charlie's, to drinking. As his entire relationship with Andre is defined by him drunkenly attacking his intentions, Charlie's selective memory and blurting of this whole Charlie being toxic narrative is bulls, is about as eye-rolling as it gets. I am slide with AY, 'cause I slide into people's DMs. Big Ed. Role-playing wanton strangers, Ed and Liz take to the sumptuous late-night scene of San Diego to spice up their relationship. Under Liz's rules, Ed has to leave and retry his approach until something remotely charming clunks out of him. Ed's first attempt at picking up Liz was so painful that it's honestly remarkable it didn't end their relationship. A narcissist with 28 years of nothing to draw from, Ed's passes are relentlessly cringeworthy, and if his best work is what he unleashed on Liz, God help the man should his actual DMs leak.
I'm the strict to, I'm the strict to, I'm the strict to, I'm the strict, I'm true, ping and pray, ping and pray, I'm true, ping and pray, just to